Let's take a look at an example involving damping in an electronic circuit. So if we set up a resistor inductor capacitor circuit with a 15 microfarad capacitor and a 4 millihenry inductor, what resistors should we choose to prevent the circuit from oscillating? So remember, in this mass spring situation, we saw that to prevent oscillation, we need this combination of coefficients, beta squared minus 4mk. We need that to be greater than or equal to 0. Right? If this is less than 0, then when you work out the roots for the characteristic equation, you get complex roots, and that allows oscillation. So to force those roots to be real, we need this to be greater than or equal to 0. But these coefficients, these are all mass spring type coefficients. Remember the corresponding coefficients for the electrical components. The role of mass is played by the inductor. The role of the damping is played by the resistor. And the role of the spring constant is played by 1 over the capacitance. Okay, so with these correspondences in mind, we can compute this value here, or rewrite this value in terms of our circuit components. So instead of beta squared minus 4mk, it's going to be r squared minus 4 times L over C. And we need that to be greater than or equal to 0. So our resistor has to be greater than or equal to, it looks like, 2 times the square root of L over C. And now we can just put in all our component values. So our inductor is 4 times 10 to the negative 3rd henries, and our capacitor is 15 times 10 to the negative 6th farads. And by writing these units in terms of the pure units instead of having our metric modifiers, when we work this arithmetic out, we will get just ohms. So let's do that. So 4 times 10 to the negative 3rd divided by 15 times 10 to the negative 6th. And then we need the square root of that times 2. And I get 32.66, rounding off a little bit, ohms. So we need a resistor that is at least 32.66 ohms, which is a pretty weak resistor, actually. Resistors often come in hundreds, thousands, or even millions of ohms. So a 32 ohm resistor is not that big.